Hi, I'm Aileen and I'm a career and neurodiversity coach. I work with managers and neurodivergent people to help them get the most out of their careers and to find ways of dealing with any challenges they're facing in the workplace. I'm going to discuss 5 tips to create and promote psychological safety. This is a topic that comes up regularly in coaching sessions, and it's usually something that we tend to be particularly aware of when it's absent. Psychological safety is the belief that we can speak up with ideas, ask questions, raise concerns, or admit mistakes without being punished or humiliated. It's important that we create an environment where we can express ourselves and our ideas without the fear of negative consequences. This doesn't mean we can behave in any way we want without any consequences. There are some types of behaviour which may need to be addressed and which could undermine psychological safety, such as team members rolling their eyes during meetings or making rude comments to colleagues or discriminating against their colleagues. So what can you as a manager do to create psychological safety? A good start is modelling the inclusive behaviour that you expect from others. This does require some self-awareness, however. I've seen managers convinced that their behaviour is inclusive when it's anything but, and they then can't understand why they're not seeing inclusive behaviours in others. So make sure you're behaving in a way that's inclusive and doesn't discriminate against other people, so that your team members know what kind of behaviour is expected from them. My second tip is to encourage people to speak up and demonstrate openness by sharing your own thoughts. Admit your own mistakes and show how you learn from them. Give your full attention when team members speak. Acknowledge their contributions and show that their input is valued. Regularly ask for feedback, show that you value honesty, and act on your team members' suggestions when this is appropriate. My third tip is to make sure you set clear expectations so that everyone knows what's expected of them. Ensure that everyone has a clearly defined role and understands their responsibilities. It's amazing how often misunderstandings occur when people are not clear on their role or responsibilities. Make sure people know they can ask for clarification if they don't understand something. Don't make the mistake of assuming they're in the wrong if your communication isn't clear. Tip number 4 is to promote diversity. Recognise and appreciate diverse perspectives and backgrounds within the team and create a culture where everyone feels they belong. In addition, address any discrimination or bias promptly. Make sure you're actively working against discrimination and unconscious bias. My final tip is that when mistakes are made, avoid punishing the person who made the mistake. Most people feel embarrassed or disappointed in themselves when they make a mistake, so you don't need to make them feel worse. As well as looking at how to fix the problem, use it as a learning opportunity to ensure it doesn't happen again. Look at what went wrong and how you can do things differently in the future. I could talk about psychological safety for hours, but I hope these 5 tips will give you a few ideas on how you can ensure psychological safety is present within your team or organisation. I'll be back next week with another video. Thanks as always for listening, and if you've got any comments, leave them below.